Shannon was saying he had just never seen it, and it's kind of, it was a very powerful thing. You can, I was really struck by it. And,
the shots, the whole thing.
Thank you very much. I used to be an actor. Hey, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's, hold on. We're doing some more Twitter questions here. Hashtag ask3ostm.com. Let's try to find one that's not. Oh, here's one. This is for Tomo.
Uh-oh.
This is
Shave your beard.
No, it's not about the beard. This
Stop naked tweeting.
Right.
Which I don't really do, just for the record.
This is Tomofo, I love you.
Tomofo.
Okay. And the question is, all caps. It's just, very excited. Will we ever see Tomo jump in the crowd? Jump into it, I'm assuming.
Jump into the crowd?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Never.
No, I got too much going on stage, I can't leave my little world.
Right.
I can only stray away so far.
Responsibility up there.
Okay, let's go to another audience question now. Francis, where's Francis? There's Francis right there. Let's get her a microphone.
Francis.
There we go. So
What's your question,
So
Francis?
So you're headlining festivals like Bamboozle. What gets you most excited?
Wait a second, where are you from?
England.
How did I know that? I just made a horrible fake English accent, and before I even heard you speak.
Yeah, I saw you in Manchester last year.
Did you ever see the Francis Farmer movie?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Oh, you should see this film. It's a very, very dark and depressing movie, but check it out. But incredibly
Bring the kids.
well done. It's about Francis Farmer, and Jessica Lange plays incredible movie. You have to see this. Actually, I think Kurt and Courtney named their kid Francis after Francis Farmer.
Francis from the Vaseline.
Okay, well,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
rumors, you know.
Yeah, who knows?
I heard another story, but go ahead.
Yeah, we got to answer your question.
What gets you more excited, headlining a festival or headlining one of your own shows?
I mean, nothing really can beat your own show, but festivals are really great too. It's kind of hard to pick one as better than the other, But it's kind of hard to deny having all your people in a room together and doing your show and everyone being there with the same kind of purpose, The cool thing about festivals is that you play in front of other fans.
And by the way, Bamboozle, you're headlining Friday night Bamboozle, which is tomorrow.
By the way, tomorrow, if you want to see a really fun show, Bamboozle, it's going to be insanity.
Yeah, it is.
Insanity. We've only played one New York City area show on this entire record cycle. I think it's going to be.
This is a really, unbearable diagram.
Shadow or the outline, it's not so bad.
And the dimension.
The dimension and the fact that it's stretched. But detailed schmetail. The triad is actually inspired by one of the oldest symbols known to man, which represents air. And I thought that it really tied in with this period of our lives and represents air in the spirit world and a time in our lives where we started thinking about other things besides some of the more guttural affairs in life. And it's interesting, symbology, iconography, and the way that we use it to represent different ideas or the community in general. And I think for us, the triad is a really important symbol. Like when I see someone and they have a triad necklace, it's crazy. We've gone through like customs, in Russia or somewhere, and we see, we're having a hard time at the border, and then the triad, and then no, homemade. But I saw all of a sudden someone comes up and I see that they have a triad necklace on underneath their uniform, and there's a kind of a knowing look, and when someone's in the family, there's a connection and an understanding, and I think the triad really helps identify that sort of thing.
Okay.
Go, Matt.
they were saying comparing the best movie to video games and saying like, well, actually, it was the worst ones. And they said something about you, actually, Jared. They said the only highlight of the Fight Club video game is getting to beat you up.
No, well, that's
I was wondering.
I mean, getting to beat people up is always fun in a video game. It's not as much fun in real life.
Not generally.
I know because I've been on both sides of the receiving and giving end of a punch, and it's actually something I'd never want to do in my entire life again.
Did you guys do something? This is a question from Yali from Bulgaria on Twitter.
Oh, Yali.
What did you think about? I don't know what this is. What do you think about the song with My Chemical Romance? I don't know. Do you have any idea what this is about?
I don't know what that
Did you do a song with My Chemical Romance?
No, but we you know,
Did you like that
this is a
record,
nice,
Days?
it's a nice time to talk about My Chemical Romance because we don't often get a chance, but we love them first and foremost because they're our friends and they're really sweet guys.
A really killer ambitious one like yourself. I think a really great idea.
Yeah, and you know, we have a lot of respect for them. They work really hard. They're great to their fans. Their fans are great. I think we share some fans around the world, and you know, it's always a pleasure to kind of play shows or festivals with him. I think we're on Reading and Leeds.
Yeah, we'll be excited to see him.
And a couple of other shows with him as well. So hello to the My Chem boys. We miss you. It's been too long. And to all their fans.
Mikey, a heck of a dude. Great guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Good people. They're all good people. Also, Shannon, stop playing with that microphone. You'll end up breaking. So I wanted to talk about another guy. We have another package coming up here. Another guy you have this mutual admiration for. He's on the re-release of the record. He performed with you in Madrid. Let's show, first of all, you guys sort of at the stage of the European Music Awards in Madrid. Really cool thing. Kanye shows up, surprises everyone. We'll take a look really quick at that performance. I wanted to ask you a couple questions about Kanye when we come back. But here's a look at the Kanye West with 30 Seconds to Mars in Madrid.
Hold on. Madrid, make some noise for Kanye West!
That is Kanye West with 30 Seconds to Mars.
That was crazy. What you guys don't know is like we were backstage before that, like 1.5 minutes before that happened, and Kanye's like, "Yo, let's play a piece of Power."
Yeah.
Can you guys do it? We're like, what? What are you talking about?
Right
before.
And we had absolutely zero rehearsal.
Right.
He flew in.
Showed up.
We saw him 10 minutes before. We were all backstage going over it. We had never played it live together. And he came out. There were 60,000 people in the audience because we played outside at the show in the street in Madrid. And but it was fun. It was a beautiful disaster. It was great.
awesome.
We all had a good time.
I
So.
wanted to ask you about Kanye specifically because obviously I've interviewed you. I've interviewed him. I'm kind of struck by sort of the similarities between you two guys. Am I way off base with this? I mean, would you kind of relate to
that
him?
we're but just both handsome with great fashion
Of course that. But I think
and know
you're-
how to write a killer song.
That's it. No, but also you seem to operate on like you're thinking
Just
about
kidding.
things people perhaps don't think. Maybe a next level type of thing. Someone told me being in the room with Kanye West, and it's not the same with you. It's kind of like being in the room with like an alien. Like he's not on the same plane as everyone else. He's thinking about things that you don't think about.
You mean this whole interview, my head was off doing
No, but I think
16
you
other
guys
things that
kind
I
of-
have to accomplish
You
before
guys
the day's
kind
end?
of
Yes.
do the same. You're kind of in that same place. I think. Am I wrong?
Well, I don't know. That's not for me to judge, but we certainly have a good friendship, first and foremost, and a great working relationship. You know, I think he's a really interesting artist. You know, he loves his work.
Yeah.
And we share a passion for the love of art, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. He's always been really easy and nice and humble and kind.
Sure.
And a pleasure.
So we're running out of time.
I can't
Believe it on the internet.
There's no time on the internet.
Let me